Taipei is a paradise for food lovers. It offers an incredible variety of dishes throughout the bustling capital of Taiwan. In this episode, I will take you on a culinary journey to explore some of the most affordable and delicious eats the city has to offer. As we dive into a typical day of cheap eats across various parts of Taipei, discovering hidden gems and local favorites, and from street food to traditional markets. This video will show you how to indulge in Taipei rich food culture without breaking the bank. And that's not all. After sampling the best in this city, we will venture into the greater Taipei district to uncover even more mouth-watering delights. Whether you are a foodie or a traveler on a budget, this video is packed with tasty discoveries you would not want to miss. In many parts of Asia, such soy milk products is usually served as breakfast and is usually bundled to be eaten with other breakfast items such as flaky pastries, noodles, rice, steamed soup dumplings. I would like to think that Taiwan, or rather Taipei, is the birthplace of this soy milk restaurant. Through time, Taiwan has bring it to another level of able to eat such food throughout the whole day as all-day breakfast rather than only having it in the morning. Speaking of soy milk king, in this episode, I am fortunate enough to have two of such household names in Taipei eating back to back. I am PKing the famous Yong Soy Milk King versus Ruian Soy Milk King. It will be interesting to pit the two soy milk king to fight one against the other. I'm here at Ruian Soya Milk. So Ruian Soya Milk is located within the Da'an district, Ruian Street. So that's the spread of the food over here. 还有一个港式那个萝卜糕，对 ，soya milk, yeah, we call it 豆浆 and 油条。So this is my 小笼包 and this is carrot cake and this is soya milk. Okay, very rich. A little bit light. Yeah, so this meal costs 120 Taiwanese dollar. So let me have a try of this carrot cake first. Just less than 2 blocks away, you can find Yong Doujiang. I actually wanted to try out how different it is when I'm at Yong. This is how they make the 烧饼。对，65，好，谢谢。So let me first try the 豆浆 first. It's not sweet at all. Okay, and that's the yoghurt. Am I going to? It's Keelung. And what am I going to do here? That brings out the other main purpose why I am in Taiwan. I'm here to meet an old friend of mine. He's a Taiwanese whom I get to know during my round-the-world trip back in 2014. Both of us arranged to meet in between where he stayed in Taichung and me in Taipei. He suggested this value-for-money restaurant that he read about but never had the chance to try it. Well, you have to trust a local to recommend the best deal to you. In fact, that's the best value that I have eaten in this trip looking back. This is Keelung. I just came out of the Keelung train station. On the location Keelung is located some half an hour of train journey out from Taipei main station. For a start, the name of this restaurant in Chinese is called 安格士牛排馆树林店 Angus beef. That's the one. You need to know a little bit of Chinese in order to recognize this place. Oh, wow! Look at the crowd. Apparently, this restaurant has already established a name for itself as a value-for-money restaurant among the locals. The business is very brisk. Before the restaurant opened its door at 11:30 a.m., there is already a queue forming up outside the door. The good thing is that my Taiwanese friend has already queued up way before the restaurant opened and already start his ordering while waiting for me. Let me bring you around the buffet table. This is possibly one of the longest buffet table I have seen. Starting with the hot creamy soup, this place does have its fair share of Western and Eastern soup. Followed by the 热炒 or the hot food section. This is the standard Chinese fried menu in many Chinese buffet. You get all sorts of Cai fan dishes and zita dishes out there. Of course, I'm not going to waste my limited stomach space with all this food. The drinks are free flow. I love the Chinese sour plum drinks. I actually wasted a lot of my stomach space on Taiwanese fruits. I'm not sure why these fruits are so super delicious and sweet. Being an old district, Wanghua is a place to find traditional food store. Yi Jia Zi Restaurant is a popular corner eatery with customers served along the 5-foot way or corridor on folding tables and flimsy light stool. Here, you can find simple staples of stewed pork over rice, stewed pork belly in a bun, and fishball soup, all done in a quintessential Taiwanese way. This is the scene of queuing at noon on weekdays. The arcade seats are full and the tables are packed. To be honest, it is quite impressive that this dining environment can be recommended by Michelin Bib Gourmet.
扣包一个控包。
Nanjichang night market is also one of the most inaccessible markets to go. It has no access to the subway station and train station nearby, and I have to change 3 buses to reach my destination. Among many night markets out there in Taipei, Nanjichang night market is the smallest and the lowest patronized night market among the well-known ones like Shilin, Raohe night markets. Having said all this, I read about them having 4 Michelin Bib Gourmet food stands in this night market alone. This rival to Raohe and Ningxia night markets, with the smallest size among the night markets, thus giving Nanjichang the highest concentration of Michelin stands. That is how I do my sums. So, A-Nan Chicken. One can easily locate A-Nan Sesame Oil Chicken by the throngs of customers crowding around it. For the food itself, the key to a robust bowl of sesame oil chicken soup is by adding the deboned chicken meat as well as the chicken and pork bones when brewing the soup. The generous portion of the bones takes up a third of the entire pot, infusing the stock with a deep and rich aroma.
你好，给我一个那个臭豆腐一个现蒸的。啊，这里吃。
Stinky Boss or Smelly Boss 臭豆腐 is the next Michelin Bib Gourmet food that I'm trying here. Stinky tofu is essentially fermented tofu and is usually done in a deep fried manner. This store is very unique in this sense. It serves the smelly tofu in steam format. It is prepared with hot and spicy soup base and tend to be salty so that I can't taste the smelly tofu at all. Row Village Ice Cream Popiah is a popular street food joint selling peanut roll ice cream popiah.
给我1粒。
Upon ordering the things that I want, the staff will lay out the popiah skin and sprinkle lots of peanuts on the ice cream. The last step involves wrapping up the ice cream, sprinkled with peanuts, all together in a flour wrap, not forgetting the coriander leaves inside. Each bite is packed with creamy and cooling ice cream. The coriander makes the taste savory. After a full day of indulging in delicious meal around Taipei, it's time for us to head to Keelung, which is a mere 45-minute ride from the city center. Although still part of the greater Taipei metropolitan area, Keelung offers a more rustic vibe as compared to the bustling capital. So, what's the highlights of Keelung? One of which has to be the famous night market. Ranked as one of the best Taipei area and even across Taiwan, Keelung Miaokou Night Market is a heaven for food lovers searching for affordable and flavorful street food. Join me as I guide you through a typical day, discovering the best cheap eats around Keelung as we dive into even more local food find in the greater Taipei district.
So this is my dinner for tonight, my first meal in Taiwan. Yeah. So what you have here is the crab soup, okay, followed by the oil rice. So the whole set, the soup and the rice cost 110 Taiwanese dollars. Okay, so let me just tuck in, try the soup first. And the rice. Okay, I like the rice more than the soup. I mean, because the soup I can eat it somewhere else. But I think the rice is good. Very nice. Hello， 给我一份。这里面包什么的啊？包鱼还是包？这是什么的啊？这是什么肉来的？包面包。
然后包黄瓜番茄火腿蛋。
哦 ，OK， 哦，我还以为是鱼。So that's the bread crumbs. 好的。60。好的 ，OK. So this costs 60. Okay, bye bye. Okay, such food need to be taken warm. Let me eat in front of the stall. I think when it's fried, the bread is very special. I think that's the special part of this. Here we go, 百香果. So this is how they make the Pao Pao Ping. Yeah, very manual. I think nowadays, these days, we are using machine. So in the good old days, they are using some mechanical machine and very much manual. Yeah, look at how she stir the ice. So this ice dessert costs 50 NTD. Very smooth. Surprisingly smooth. I really enjoy sitting by the roadside, yeah, savoring the local food.